Yo, so it's Derek. I'm just redoing the video for our week two discussion. Um, so going back over it, in all the readings, one big thing that did stand out to me is that the environmental exposures like lead and other toxins that they were talking about, they usually aren't random, and we know that. They're usually tied to like policy decisions, like we've talked in class, older infrastructure, and like social inadequacies. The Flint water crisis that's happened within our lifetimes is like a real clear example of that. And when the city like switched its water source, like blood lead levels in kids did go up, and especially in lower income, and that's obvious usually who it hits the worst, right? And it shows one policy decision can create real harm instead of like preventing it more. In the article by Rosner, it talks about how lead poisoning has been allowed to continue for decades, partly because it mostly affects poor and minor communities. So it wasn't treated like a super urgent issue at the moment, and that really shifts how we should think about prevention. And public health can't just respond after people are already sick. It needs to be there before, right? And we need to make sure that these exposures don't happen. Um, Stallin's that article also makes a big point that disease is part of the bigger environmental system. Prevention works better when we change environments, not just tell individuals to change their behavior, because people are like, they're gonna keep doing stuff even if we tell them to stop. But if we change what they have, they're gonna like they can't do it, they can't access it. And then like I wrote, Ziegler adds to that by explaining how low-level chemical exposures build up over time and can lead to chronic disease, even when they don't seem serious right away. Then in the Anwar article, the one I dive deep on, begins. It has like a global aspect to it, and it shows environmental contaminants move through global systems and end up affecting vulnerable populations that didn't even cause the pollution itself. So that was my deeper dive in the articles. But yeah.